You're lying in bed, it's 2 a.m., and suddenly your brain decides to replay that awkward thing you said 3 years ago, word for word, with full emotional damage included. Why does your mind do this? Why can't it just let go? Here's the psychology behind people who constantly replay old conversations in their head. Your brain doesn't replay random conversations. It replays the ones that left something unfinished. Maybe you didn't say what you wanted to say. Maybe you said too much. Either way, your mind is trying to close a loop that never got closed. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. It's the reason unfinished tasks stick in your memory way more than completed ones. Your brain hates loose ends, so it keeps bringing that conversation back, hoping you'll finally find the right response. But here's the thing, you're not solving anything. You're just replaying the same scene over and over, thinking if you rehearse it enough, the outcome will somehow change. It won't. People who replay conversations aren't just remembering, they're analyzing every word, every tone, every facial expression. This is called rumination, and it's a sign of high emotional intelligence mixed with anxiety. You care deeply about how you're perceived, so your brain dissects every interaction, searching for hidden meanings that probably weren't even there. You replay what they said, what you should have said, what they might have thought you meant. It's exhausting, but it also means you're hyper-aware of social dynamics. You notice things most people miss. The problem is, you notice too much. When a conversation didn't go the way you wanted, your brain feels out of control, so it does the only thing it can. It rewrites the script. In your head, you become the version of yourself you wish you were in that moment, confident, articulate, unbothered. This is called counterfactual thinking. Your mind creates alternate versions of reality where you said the perfect thing, stood up for yourself, or walked away with your dignity intact. It feels productive, but it's really just your brain trying to soothe the discomfort of not being able to change the past. You can't go back, but your mind hasn't accepted that yet. Sometimes replaying a conversation isn't about the words, it's about the feeling underneath. Maybe that conversation triggered shame, guilt, regret, embarrassment, and instead of processing those emotions, you just replay the scene over and over. Psychologically, this is avoidance disguised as reflection. You think you're dealing with it, but you're actually keeping the wound open. Real healing doesn't happen in reruns. It happens when you acknowledge the emotion, sit with it, and let it pass. Here's the truth most people don't realize. If you replay old conversations, it's because your brain is trying to protect you. It's pattern matching. It's scanning for red flags. It's asking, what can I learn from this so it doesn't happen again? This is survival instinct. Your brain wants to keep you safe from social rejection, conflict, or embarrassment, so it studies past interactions like a crash test dummy analyzing footage. The problem, it doesn't know when to stop studying. So what does all of this mean? If you're someone who replays old conversations, you're not broken. You're not overthinking for no reason. You're emotionally aware. You care about your relationships. You want to do better. But you also need to give yourself permission to move on. That conversation is over. It happened. You can't edit it. You can't redo it. And honestly, the other person probably forgot about it weeks ago. Your brain is trying to protect you, but sometimes the best way to protect yourself is to let go. Stop rehearsing the past. Start living in the present. If this hit home, subscribe for more psychology that actually makes sense.